Overhyped, underrated. I'm saying it is overhyped. I can definitely say it's underrated. So for this one, I'm gonna have to say it's definitely underrated. Overhyped version. And so for that reason, I'm gonna have to say the show is overhyped. Alright guys, so today we're talking about anime and I am super excited for this one because we are going to be rating some popular anime. As you can see by the title, we're going to be rating it on a scale of underrated to overhyped. Now let's get to the first one. Alright, so the first one we have on our list is Demon Slayer. So now this one I didn't watch right away, but at one point it did get trending on Twitter for, you know, that specific scene that we all kept seeing again and again everywhere. The fire circle sword scene. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. And so when I watched it, I really wasn't invested in the story at all. I thought the characters were okay, not anything great. I mean, it didn't help that a lot of them just stuck to their character tropes and didn't really show any signs of growth at all. But the animation was great. Yeah, the animation was really good. Definitely had great animation. But overall, I thought it was pretty average. And so for that reason, I'm gonna have to say the show is overhyped. Alright, the second one we got on our list is Attack on Titan. Now, the first season was definitely overhyped for sure, but now it has definitely gotten a lot better. The pacing has gotten a lot better. We're seeing actual character development. I mean, unless you're talking about Mikasa, you know, she has stayed the same, but I mean everyone else is showing signs of growth. You know, they're growing as individuals, which is great. Especially Eren in this last season that we're gonna see. This last season, man, is definitely gonna be really good. Nah, I'm not spoiling it, I'm just saying it's gonna be really good. So for that reason, I've definitely got to say that Attack on Titan right now is definitely underrated. For sure. All right, the next one we got on our list is Haikyuu. Most of us have seen this one around. Boy volleyball anime, okay? Now this one I actually enjoyed at first. I enjoyed watching it. It definitely got me invested and the characters are great. Characters actually feel like, you know, actual people and seeing their progression was pretty interesting. But then it got to a point, you know, with all these other shows and I was like, I don't know. My boy Eren is out here risking his life every episode, literally about to die, right? He's got his life at stake, but these boys over here get the big sad because they're graduating from high school. So this is a this is a show that I think everything was great about it. I just wish it wasn't about volleyball. But for that reason, man, I'm gonna have to say this show is definitely overhyped first. All right, so next on the list we got Code Geass. All right, now this has definitely got to be one of my most favorite shows ever. Especially with our main character Lelouch. He has got one of the most OP powers ever, you know, being able to have anyone obey your orders just by like looking at them. But even without his power, our boy Lelouch is still a badass, man, outsmarting people. Okay, even without his power. But even once he gets his power, he actually uses it and is using it to outsmart people. My man Lelouch is definitely one of the most badass characters in anime. The story is great, the characters are great, you know, for the most part. So for this one, I'm gonna have to say is definitely underrated. All right, so next one on the list is Mob Psycho. This is another great show, all right? Mob Psycho has something for everyone. You like the wholesome ooh-woo MC? We got that. Or maybe you like the completely overpowered badass MC. We got that too. Especially if you've watched up to season 2, just seeing how Mob growing into like a strong and confident character who can actually stick up for himself while also being kind is just, you know, it's just good to see. It warms my heart. Definitely a great show. I'm gonna have to say this one is underrated for sure. All right, next one on our list is Sword Art Online. All right, look boys, if you've seen my other videos, you know what I think about SAO. I don't know when it happened, but when SAO first came out, everyone was hyping it up. And then at some point, it became popular to start hating on SAO. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Kirito, but he's definitely not the worst character to have a harem in an anime, okay? And besides, there are also so many other great characters in the show to just throw it away because of Kirito. So, after being completely caught up with the anime, I can definitely say it's underrated. The next one on our list is My Hero Academia. The first season for this show was so hyped, and it deserved every ounce of hype that it got. Everything was so great about this anime. The characters, their powers, the world structure, everything was great. But then at some point after the first season, the focus was not on Deku trying to become a hero anymore. Now we have to focus on everyone's growth and everyone's character arcs, which is not a bad thing if it weren't for this one thing. I have a rule that when the fight scene starts, the fight should be the sole focus. Alright, many animes have done this really well, but you know, now is the time for you to show off all the special effects, all that cool animation. You want to know what it's not time for? A million different flashbacks, which for some reason is now in every fight scene when every character is fighting in this show. Look, I'm a small brain weeb, okay? That means I can't be invested in every character you show a sad backstory for, because I'll watch that sad backstory and I'll be like, okay, cool. Next, let's go back to our main character, who we barely see anymore in both the manga and the anime. So for this reason, I'm saying it is overhyped. The next one on our list is No Game, No Life. This is definitely a hidden gem in the anime community that I wish more people knew about, because this is a really good show. It's literally every gamer's dream. A world where everything is decided by games. It literally can't get better than that. Unless you're bad at games, maybe you don't want to be there. The two main characters are badass and super smart, and we get to see them as they play different games with the world rulers to try to take over the world, which, you know, is completely great to see. And if only we could get a season 2, you know, still waiting. So this one is definitely underrated. So the next one on our list is Konosuba. Alright boys, sit down because I need to tell you about this anime. Konosuba is definitely one of the most funniest animes out there. Kazuma and the gang, it's always fun to watch them no matter what adventure they're going on, alright? Story is actually interesting. It's one of the very few animes that I'm never bored at, no matter how many times I rewatch it. So this one is definitely underrated. Alright, last one on our list is 7 Deadly Sins. Okay, this one was cool at first, but then at some point the story just got stale, and watching Meliodas just touch Elizabeth every 5 seconds in a weird way was just, yeah, it was definitely just too much. I don't even need to say this, but the animation has gotten a lot worse, and it's just not fun to watch anymore. Definitely overhyped. Alright, that's all the anime we got for today. Let me know what you think. I really want to know what you guys think about. If you guys agree or disagree, you let me know in the comments, and you let me know what you think, alright? Because, you know, it was really hard thinking of deciding for some of these which one I actually thought, because some of them were actually interesting in the first season, but then it got boring over time. So, you know, some of these were hard to choose, but I have to say that this was definitely interesting. I don't know, maybe you thought differently than what I think, but let me know, and I'll be sure to read them. So that was it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.